What do you get when you cross an ancient Incan legend with a dog that looks like it belongs in a sci-fi movie? You get the Peruvian Inca Orchid, a mystical, elegant, and nearly hairless breed that's unlike anything you've ever seen. Mysterious? Yes. Beautiful? Absolutely. Because the Peruvian Inca Orchid isn't your average pup, you'll want to hear all of this. While you're here, tap subscribe to help keep this channel going, and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our videos. History: the Royal Ghost Dog. The Peruvian Inca Orchid is more than just a rare dog. It's a living link to pre-Columbian civilizations. This hauntingly beautiful dog was far more than a pet. It was a symbol of healing, nobility, and spiritual power. Archaeologists have found depictions of hairless dogs in pottery dating back over 3,000 years during the time of the Moche, Chimu, and Inca cultures. These weren't random dog doodles. They were intentional sacred symbols, often shown in burial scenes or as part of mythological narratives. These dogs were seen as sacred, believed to possess healing powers and mystical energy. Archaeologists have uncovered tombs where Peruvian hairless dogs were buried alongside humans, suggesting that they were not just pets, but guides to the afterlife. Many indigenous peoples believed these dogs could ward off evil spirits, protect the soul, and even treat illnesses with their naturally warm bare skin. Some locals still believe sleeping beside one can soothe arthritis and respiratory issues. But it was during the Incan Empire that the breed truly became revered. The Incas referred to them as the moonflower dog, or flower dog of the Inca, which is where the modern name Peruvian Inca Orchid comes from. Orchid wasn't just poetic. It reflected the dog's delicate, rare beauty, hidden away like a secret bloom in a sacred temple. Unlike common hunting or working dogs, the Inca Orchid was a house dog, a creature of the inner sanctum. It lived with royalty, priests, and spiritual healers, often shielded from the public like a precious artifact. They weren't just admired for their exotic appearance. They were believed to possess divine energy and emotional intelligence, capable of sensing sadness and pain in their humans. Then came the Spanish conquest in the 1500s, and like so many native traditions, the breed nearly vanished. The Spanish viewed hairless dogs as odd and unworthy. Some were killed, others escaped into the Andean countryside, where they lived in small pockets, cared for by rural communities and indigenous families who kept their cultural beliefs alive in secret. For centuries, the Peruvian Inca Orchid remained a whisper of a breed, rarely seen, rarely spoken of outside Peru. But thanks to efforts in the late 20th century by local breeders and historians, as well as the Peruvian government, the breed made a comeback. In 2001, Peru officially declared the Peruvian hairless dog a national patrimony, a living emblem of cultural pride. This isn't just a breed, it's a living heirloom, passed down through empires, rituals, and revolutions. If you're lucky enough to earn their trust, you're not just getting a pet, you're gaining a piece of Peruvian legend. Now let's dive into 7 things to consider before getting one of these furless wonders. 1. Breed size. One of the cool things about the Peruvian Inca Orchid, they come in 3 sizes, ranging from 9 to 55 pounds. Despite their slight frames, all sizes share a lean, elegant build, long legs, and a gait that's almost cat-like. They're built for speed, agility, and grace. You're not getting a clumsy couch potato. This is a breed that moves like a ballet dancer with turbo boost. 2. Energy levels. Don't be fooled by the meditative eyes and smooth silhouette. These dogs are deceptively athletic. Think of them as sprinters, not marathon runners. A fenced yard or daily fast-paced walks will keep them happy. Indoors, they're surprisingly mellow, enjoying quiet companionship and lounging in the sun like royalty. They're not hyper, but they do need both mental and physical stimulation. Puzzle toys, short games of fetch, and scent work are all great ways to keep them balanced. Third, temperament. If you're expecting the Peruvian Inca Orchid to bounce around like a hyper Jack Russell or herd your children like a collie, think again. This is a dog of mystery and mindfulness, with a temperament that's both deeply intuitive and intensely personal. At first glance, the Peruvian Inca Orchid may seem a bit aloof, and that's not shyness, it's observation. These dogs are watchers, not rushers. They take their time to assess new people, new environments, and new energy. But once they decide you're safe, you're in for life. These dogs are incredibly loyal, not just to the household, but to their person. You'll often find them glued to one particular family member like a shadow, following them from room to room with silent devotion. They don't need to be loud or clingy to show affection. They're just there, always within reach, like a calm presence you didn't even realize you needed. But this devotion comes with emotional depth. The Peruvian Inca Orchid is hypersensitive to mood. If you're stressed, they're anxious. If you're sad, they'll quietly curl up beside you and match your stillness. It's almost like they've got emotional sonar, picking up on feelings before you even say a word. This sensitivity also means they don't respond well to harsh discipline. Yell and they'll wilt like an orchid in the cold, but treat them with gentle consistency, patience, and trust, and you'll unlock a fiercely intelligent and emotionally tuned companion. While they are generally quiet and calm indoors, don't mistake them for pushovers. Peruvian Inca orchids are alert and protective. They make excellent watchdogs with a sharp bark that will absolutely let you know when something's not right. They're not aggressive, but they are vigilant, especially when it comes to strangers. Socialization is key here. The earlier and more positively they meet new people, the more balanced and relaxed they'll be later in life. They're also surprisingly athletic for a dog that looks so delicate. Give them a backyard to dash through, or game a chase to play, and you'll see short bursts of speed and grace that rival a whippet. They won't run you ragged all day, as they aren't demanding in that way. They just need to know they're safe, loved, and understood. So what's the bottom line? This is a dog for someone who respects emotional intelligence, who wants a companion that's not just loyal, but soul bonded. A Peruvian Inca Orchid won't just live in your home. They'll live in your heart, respond to your moods, your rhythms, and your presence like a mirror. 4. Grooming requirements. No fur, no fuss? Not so fast. Hairless dogs have entirely different grooming needs. Their skin is prone to many different things. The sun, you'll want to stock up on dog-safe sunscreen or a means to cover their skin when out and about. Dryness, they definitely need help staying moisturized. Even acne can occur with these sensitive pups. Weekly baths with mild pH-balanced shampoo are a must. You may need to exfoliate gently and apply skin balms to protect against cracking or irritation. Even their paw pads and exposed bellies need protection in harsh climates. And in colder weather? Yep, they'll need little sweaters or dog coats, style points included. Keep in mind, there's also a coated variety of the breed, with silky fur and more traditional grooming needs like brushing and the occasional bath. 5th, trainability. These dogs are highly intelligent, but they're also emotionally delicate. This isn't a dog that responds to loud commands or harsh corrections. Instead, they thrive under positive reinforcement and consistency. They're quick learners when it comes to basic obedience, and they often do well in agility and even canine freestyle. But they need patience. Harsh treatment can break their spirit. Use treats, praise, and a calm, predictable routine. You'll be amazed at how fast they pick things up once they feel safe with you. Health issues. Hairlessness comes with a genetic trade-off. One of the biggest is missing teeth. Many hairless Inca orchids are missing premolars, and that can impact chewing and diet. They're also prone to skin infections and irritations, allergies, environmental and food-related, sensitive digestion, occasional eye issues in older dogs. That said, they're generally long-lived, often reaching 12 to 15 years when well cared for. Just be ready to treat their skin like you would your own. Moisturize, monitor, and protect. Ideal lifestyle compatibility. The Peruvian Inca Orchid is not your average walk in the park, toss a ball, feed it kibble kind of dog. This is a breed that fits best into a very specific kind of lifestyle. First off, do you like a quiet home? Because the Peruvian Inca Orchid thrives in calm, low-chaos environments. Loud, unpredictable households with constant visitors, roughhousing kids, or booming surround sound might stress this dog out. This breed is best suited for people who enjoy a peaceful home, thoughtful routines, and soft interactions. This is a hairless breed. Yes, some come in a coated variety, but traditionally they have little to no fur. That means they are not built for extreme cold or intense sun exposure. If you live somewhere with icy winters or blazing summers, be prepared for sweaters, booties, and sunscreen. These dogs do best in mild, temperate climates or in homes where the temperature is carefully controlled. They need daily walks, a chance to zoom around, and a bit of mental stimulation, but they're not going to destroy your house if they miss a hike. If you want a dog that matches your balanced, semi-active lifestyle, you're in the sweet spot. If you're someone who values deep connection over casual affection, this is your dog. If you're frequently traveling, work long hours away from home, or just want a more independent dog, this probably isn't the one. These dogs don't just want to be near you, they want to be with you, emotionally and physically. They also do best in homes where they're the main star or where other pets are calm and respectful. A chaotic pack of high-energy dogs or bossy cats might overwhelm them. In short, the Peruvian Inca Orchid is for the emotionally intelligent dog owner, the one who doesn't just want a pet, but a bond. If that sounds like you, well, this ancient soul might just be the most rewarding relationship you ever have. Part legend, part living sculpture, and part snugly shadow the Peruvian Inca Orchid is not a one-size-fits-all kind of dog. They are creatures with a rich history and a desire for connection with their person. Have you ever met one in real life? Would you consider owning one? Tell us in the comments below. If you learned something new, give us a like. And if you want more rare breeds that make life extra special, don't forget to subscribe and join our pack.